Hi Key, hey girl. So we inside High Key Life 323 with Bossy again. Commentary and Polo Tricks, formerly known as politics. We down and around here again because Trump and old Muskie up to these war games again. Listen, this is the Section 8 conversation that some people are having. Some people are ill informed having a conversation and shouldn't open up their mouth. Listen, I'm going to start, you to finish. I'm going to give you enough information. So if you don't believe what I'm saying or you have, you want more knowledge, you can go hit the Google for yourself. Pay attention to the screen because a lot of key facts are there for you to know. Listen, Section 8 is a part of HUD. HUD has several different legs to it, several different programs. HUD covers a lot, but HUD gets roughly about $77 billion from us here in the US. Now, this red regime wants to cut it. Rental assistance, Section 8 vouchers by 40% plus. The 40% number is just the start, okay? They want to cut it from 77 down to 43.5 to start. That's basically half. Understand, think about our homelessness rate in the US right now. Think about how many people are losing jobs that just lost their jobs. All these federal workers, I mean, straight across the board. If your husband or yourself was a truck driver and you think you high on the hog, you're down in the field now. Because, yeah, 20% of our trucking community is unemployed. Quietly, they've done this. Our docks are empty. The Bible said famine, baby. We about to be there. We're about to be there in a little while because our docks are empty. We don't, this trade war, these tariffs, this nonsense that he pulling, understand our shelves are about to be empty. If you pay attention to the stores when you go in, look up top where it's normally stacked and filled where they got the backups. Yeah, that's getting low or it is already empty. The prices are not going down. In the US already, you need to have 3 to 4 jobs and you still can't afford a 1 bedroom here in the US in a lot of places. Understand, we don't pay a living wage in no state in the US. We don't pay a living wage, meaning you can't work one job like our, grandparents did or in the clear section. Me, mom, papa. Yeah, you can't work one job and afford everything, college, a house, a car, all of your necessities. You can't. This is why our homelessness rate is through the roof. Now, we're concerned with programs that help us, but we're not concerned with over $2 trillion that's missing from the Pentagon. And you don't even want to know where other money is missing from. Meanwhile, people don't know there's a portion of HUD that gives money to military families. Yeah, that was cut quietly too. Military families no longer have their full health care. They no longer have their child care, the housing that was supposed to be remodeled. That's not getting done. That's gone. But remember, this is the party of military America first. Bullshit. Okay? Run that somewhere else. Remember, they just cut mental health hotlines for military people. How many of us have military people in our family that need that? So listen, HUD covers a plethora of things. There's a lot of families that have disabled children, elderly people. Understand, Section 8 is like 2 million people on Section 8 are elders. You understand? Mima and Papa. Let me put it in y'all language. Elders. And there's over 6 million Americans that qualify for the Section 8 program. And these are numbers that was given out like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Because why he refuses, Mr. Trump, who refuses to, do a lot of things, including blend his foundation, but that's another subject. And Muskie, he looked like he refused to bathe, child, if he even know how. Now, I will tell you all this. Section 8 being slashed, cut, chopped, and diced, it's going to cause America to be homeless. There are so many people who receive a portion or some assistance from Section 8. Understand, them cutting SNAP, you're going to lose your farm. Mima and Papa finna lose the farm too. Understand, these programs help each other. Y'all don't understand normal civics. Why they took them out of schools. They want us to be poorly educated. The U.S. is the most poorly educated country, but that's another subject. Real talk. China beating us like a drum. Yeah, and they beating us like a drum with these tariffs too. Dingy, dum dum, ding da da dum dum dum. We pay the tariffs. That's a little sidebar. Not nobody else. We do. Okay. Listen, with Section 8, you have families with disabled children, assistant living programs for, our disabled community. All of this comes from HUD. Yeah, you're affected. Buffy? Yeah. And Section 8, it's not us. It's very much bleach. It's giving clear. It's giving no pigment. Okay? Understand the red side of the fence. Guess what? They don't care until what? It affects them, until it comes boom, 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 knocking at their front door. And now it's there. Be clear. Pop up. Guess who? It's at your front door, because Mima and Papa is being affected. Like they can't afford their medications. You have families that can't afford their EpiPens, their diabetic medication, none of that. Why? All of these things that y'all won't cut. Yeah, I think he's doing a great job. Well, guess what? You paid into Social Security is yours. You earned it. It comes out of your paycheck. It's not entitlement, dummies. Y'all don't care until it shows up at your front door. We had better options. We had Kamala Harris sitting there telling you. The sad part is she sat there and told you everything that he's doing. She told you was going to happen. Everything. Because Project 25, it was right there. All you have to do is go and read it. I did. All of this is a part of Project 25. Understand we're gonna be in the street with red jackets on and little prairie people hats. Hands may tell anybody. This is where we going, and we are literally here. Our homelessness rate is already through the roof. We don't pay a living wage. Jobs are disappearing. We've outsourced all of our jobs. Nothing is coming back. Manufacturing is not coming back here to America. Wake up. We've outsourced everything. And I do say that this is a political situation. On the blue party, my side of the fence, and I'm independent who wants a new party. Because blue, I don't think they know what they're doing. Honestly, when we had the House and the Senate, us Democrats, when we had the House and the Senate and the White House, we didn't do the right things. I blame us partially for this whole situation, because if we did the right things, if we played the game how they play it, you do what you want when you popping, we had all three and we did nothing. We could have handled voter rights. We could have handled the Supreme Court. We didn't. We are in this situation because we refused to yield power. And now they beating us all down with it. The world is for the wealthy. Guess what? Only 1% of us is wealthy. And all of you people that think you living high on the hog, baby, you finna be down in the field. You just don't understand. You don't want to see it until it hits your front door. That's the problem. That's the problem. No one cares until it affects them. The Democratic Party, they feeling real bad right now because they know all of this would have never been able to happen. Everything that this red party is doing, they wouldn't have been able to do it if we had done the right thing when we had power. But now here we are fighting from behind the 8 ball. Here we are now. They are chopping every single program that helps hardworking Americans. Bleach side of the fence. Wake up. They don't care about you. You're not wealthy. They don't care. And you're poorly educated because you voted for him. So you don't understand politics. You have no understanding for nothing. It proves that. He lied. The man bankrupted casinos. What is wrong with y'all? The man lied. He sits there in front of you and lies. He sat in front of the world and said that we don't do much business with Canada. They're our number one partner in trade. Them and China. And guess what? China, Canada, France, and Mexico done linked up with the clink up. They don't even need the U.S. no more. And Canada can really turn our lights off on the East Coast. Literally. So understand this situation that we in, this is not the 92 Brigade's problem. I want people to get off the line talking about, oh, where's our black brother? No. We ain't your brothers. We ain't your sisters. No. You proved your point. Cubans, how are those flights? Latin community, how are those flights treating y'all? Huh? Yeah, you voted for them because you wanted clear adjacency, something you will never have. They proved the point. They don't like y'all the same way they don't like nobody else. You're not wealthy. You're not clear. Wake up. The black woman was there. She was the better choice. You made the choice against your own likeness. Now deal with it. This is on y'all. The black woman would have fixed everything and took care of everybody. But now here we are. And this is my spiel. I hope to see y'all on the next one.